Good morning from MWC 2025. I'm here together with Bruno Lacoste, CEO of Titanium. Hi, nice to meet you, Bruno.
Nice to meet you, Akim. Nice to meet you all.
MWC 2025. Titanium has been making waves in the telecom industry. Can you describe us what you're showcasing here? What are the highlights of this year's MWC?
I mean, some of the highlights we're going back to our DNA, which is around flexibility and the way we build software in a very flexible way. Seeking efficiency, which is also one of our modules. We're trying to really always do things that have a meaningful impact for our customers, their operations or their routing or security solutions. And this year we have an emphasis, like most people, on the technology, but we're looking at technology more like adding value, if you wish, in the technology, where you're leveraging those tools for business value, customers and partners' business value.
Right.
So
So when you look at the operator business, so what would be one of the main key takeaways from Titanium for their setup?
a key takeaway from our operator business is I'm going to go back to the customization of a solution, and
With flexibility as well.
yes, it's really the way the platform was designed and the way we're trying to manage project. We're very flexible. We use modules and add-ons on the technical side, but we also work a lot on integration, seamless operations of the system. So they have the same look and feel, the same management for those different solutions we provide. That's really one of the most important things we try to deliver to our base.
So the telecom industry is undergoing a rapidly digital transformation process at the moment. I mean, we see it. If you compare it 5 years ago, what has changed massively?
Massively, I think for the telco, the revolution, we always talked about automation. The industry has been speaking about automation for years, and I think now we're getting there. This is now, and this is in progress. I still think it's going to take more years, but now we have the technology with cloud native, the way cloud native has been built, and how it enables people to natively do automation of software lifecycle management, for instance, but not only operations and maintenance. And you have those different forms of intelligence. Everybody talks about artificial intelligence. We like to talk about intelligence in general, but there's a lot more focus, human focus, on how to leverage those techniques and tools to the advantage. In Germany, we have this example where one of our customers, where we're working on their GitOps model. So it's all about operations, but it's designed to avoid doing night work, no more maintenance work. So the business value is there. And this transformation of the telco, I think, is there. I like to call it a smart telecommunications.
That's a valid point. So operators are a massive construct, and they often struggle of balancing legacy infrastructure and say new innovations. So what is your take on that, or Titanium's take on how operators can, let's say, change certain aspects of the infrastructure without any disruption? Is there anything where you specifically say, we are very much operator-centric from our solution, so we know how to do that?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. By design, in fact, the way we've designed the software frameworks, we have two of them. It's really to enable this multi-generation support. And we are not locked in one infrastructure type or one technology. We're also cultivating this spirit of supporting any infrastructure. We had a marketing communication last year. It was any software on any infrastructure for any customer, any size of customer. So that's really by design what we do, and that it's the core of the way and the philosophy, maybe even the core value at Titanium.
So we almost could say it's a tailor-made process.
Definitely, tailorization, customization is everywhere on our product. We have, people may not know that, but we have maybe 25 products off the shelf, but we've sold more than 200 different applications that are customized to some customer needs. 200 is 10 times more than our portfolio you can see on the screen here. So that's really part of our DNA.
So you mentioned earlier, it lays in your DNA to be flexible and to know how to answer to challenges. Do you also see through your vast experience that you benefit from that? That you have let's say, a less obstacle-filled learning curve?
The learning is almost inherent to doing customization. Like you have to work hand in hand with your customer.
Yeah.
You have to have this collaboration
Yeah.
at a very high level because you really need to understand what this unique problem you're solving for them.
Yeah.
So you have to drill down with them. So the collaborative approach is part of this process, and that's what I think what's been very good for Titanium, because we learned so much from our customer base or partner base that it was really a ton of like material, but also a ton of use cases we learned from.
If we walk around here on MWC, we hear a lot of buzzwords from AI or cloud security. A lot of these topics are very broad and may not really have a real business model, or it's very vague. So how do you act when the market demands such big changes or big innovations, and how do you transfer that into a real business model?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, sure. You work here, you will see those buzzwords everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, you may see it a little here, but our approach is always the same. It has to has value. It has to have value for our own customer. So it's value adding oriented, business value. I talked about automation for operations. You can add predictive maintenance.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things we work on, like not just correct a problem or react to a problem, but be capable of predicting it, capacity, failure, rate, and so on. You have also something that's a little bit more unique to Titanium. We're a real-time solution provider. Business-critical real-time solutions is our core portfolio, and we're trying to leverage AI in real time, which is a bit different than maybe you hear from back-end big data processing, back-end processing. It's slightly different. We need to do transactional intelligence for smart routing or intelligent defense. And that is one thing we work really hard these days, prototyping and again, hand in hand with a customer. We don't do something if there is not a customer to work with us on it.
So you actually equip the operator with a very agile system.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Yeah, we're really trying to make them able to drive it. There's a lot of configurability, flexibility in the solution, so that a lot of people they take it from us and then they run it by themselves. They are independent. They are not locked in with us in a way.
Digital transformation, we just touched base earlier. It goes all around the world. We see it especially in emerging markets. We have such a big potential, and also from economical perspective for operators. So how are you adapting to regional challenges?
The regional challenges, yeah, there's a lot happening. Could be technical, different requirements. Could be legal legislations may differ. Could be also like what technology is available, how advanced or not, the deployments can be in different regions. It's very heterogeneous. So we're going back to our basics.
Yeah.
We have 2 platforms we built everything on top of, which we can support all those different customer size, different markets. You may know it, but we have already more than 180 customers around the globe in 80 countries. So we've been doing a lot of adaptations.
So you know the benchmark.
I don't, we cannot pretend we know everything, but I think this flexibility helps us address different requirements, different markets. And the other thing is, now, I think it's important to say it, Titanium now has found a home forever. That's the Lumin group, whirling around acquisitions they make. Yeah. And this is also something good, I think, for people working with us from emerging market, because they can find a partner or a vendor that's maybe a little bit different than the bigger boys, the bigger companies, but with the certainty that this partner is going to be there for forever. It's not going to die or move away anytime soon.
So this partnership is a big accelerator for you?
Definitely, yes. There's no way we can serve the world with a company of our size directly, so we need partners and alliances.
What's something about Titanium that people don't realize but should?
It's different angles to answer this one. I think the one I like is this customization. I think it's underestimated. It's something we don't necessarily advocate that much. It's not necessarily very visible, but every time you buy something or you want to work with us, you know that anytime if you have a problem, we can work around it. We will find a solution, and our solutions have been designed to allow that inherently. It's native. You can add this piece of business logic that's unique to you on top of an existing product. And that is really a lot of value I think we underestimate. And that's I think something that's been a good journey for Titanium customers, leveraging that to their advantage. And once they know it, they embrace it. They really like this flexibility. And
So loyalty is given.
loyalty, yes, given. They know they can make things with us that might be a little harder with other solutions. And yeah, once they understand again, it's the journey to their advantage.
We talked earlier about the last 5 years. So let's turn it around. What is your expectation for the next 5 years? What is the one thing you would like to achieve and would like to be recognized for?
For the next 5 years, Titanium is going to continue to focus on collaboration, but I feel personally, and I think the management team at Titanium as well, is we will go toward this world where the telecommunication operations are going to transform massively, and we want to be part of that. We want to be an actor in the transformation of operations and maintenance of the telecom. Business critical, highly scalable, low latency solution, that's what we're supposed to deal with. And sometimes it's hard to manage changes around it. It could be software, it could be configuration, it could be data. All those changes have been a source of hiccups, of downtime, of challenges. This is going to go away. And Titanium is going to be able to make sure this happens. Like, it's going to be zero touch operation, intelligent routing, intelligent defense, integrated, leveraging those techniques. That's, I think, the transformation we want to go after. That's the one I think we will see in the next 5 years.
So it's still a future-proof centric approach.
Definitely, yes.
Right.
There's no way around.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Ike.
There was Tech Africa News from MWC 2025. You can find more on techafricanews.com.